Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that may link with a January transfer move to Arsenal. This is it. This is the final day. This is transfer deadline day. The show today brought to you by Snickers Protein. Don't forget, tonight I'm going to be appearing on the Ball Street YouTube channel just after 7, talking about Arsenal's transfers. So I'll be featuring on there. And remember, throughout the day here, on AFTV, we're going to be keeping you up to date on any transfer, whether it be incoming or outgoing. We will be keeping you up to date with that, going live throughout the day, letting you know anything that happens as soon as it happens, right? So keep your eyes out here on AFTV. And it's been a very, very strange transfer window. It's the quietest transfer window I can ever remember since I've been doing transfer dailies, and that's what, 7 years now. It's been so quiet. I mean, most of the deals done this month have been loans. There's only been 2 permanent deals so far. Obviously, you know, we might see some today, but so far this January in the Premier League, there's only been 2 permanent deals. That's Morgan Sanson went from Marseille to Villa, and Robert Snodgrass went from West Ham to West Bromwich Albion. That's it so far. And none of those 2 are like names that you'd be like, wow, you know. It's been such a quiet window. When you think back, I was saying yesterday, you think back to the fact that Virgil van Dijk went for 75 million in a January transfer window. Bruno Fernandes, just under 50 million. Our own Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, just over 3 years yesterday, came to Arsenal, 56 million. Nothing, not even one, you know, all the deals that have been done equate to that so far this transfer window. But it could change today. We could see activity, although, again, I think it's going to be mainly loan deals. But who's coming in and who's going out? Could this be the departure of Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Now, he seems to be the biggest news of the day around Arsenal as to where will he go, or will he even go at all? Will he stay? There's lots of clubs interested in him. Southampton would like to bring him in. You know, they're definitely interested. West Brom, another club, definitely interested. Newcastle, and the latest club to emerge is Leicester. Now, Leicester apparently might even be interested in bringing Ainsley Maitland-Niles with an option to buy, which would mean that could be a permanent move, you know, with him going in the summer. It's going to be interesting to see. It's been a real strange one, this. Ainsley, of course, who could have went to Wolves or even Manchester United, who were interested in him at the end of last season. We ended up keeping him. He stayed at Arsenal, but he has had very little game time indeed at Arsenal this season. He's played all over the place. I feel sorry for this kid. He's played everywhere. Apparently, when he goes on loan, he'd like to play in midfield. But Arsenal even saying that if he goes on loan, they'd like him to play in the fullback position. So even on loan, Arsenal say, no, we want you to play as a fullback. It's going to be really interesting to see where he does end up. But it does look like Ainsley could be leaving out on loan today. The other big one, I guess, is Mustafi. Where is he going to be? Where is he going to end up? There's been a lot of talk over the past few days about him going to Liverpool. This is starting to look a little less likely today. Liverpool said to be closing in on the signing of a centre-back from Preston. If that happens, they may not want Mustafi. I mean, Liverpool, they had a great win yesterday. They're still doing very well with their makeshift centre-backs. But could Mustafi, if not Liverpool, could he be leaving today? And where will he be leaving to go? Again, it's going to be another interesting one that we're going to have to watch very closely to see where he ends up. It's time for him to move on, but will he move on? That's going to be the thing. Going to be interesting to see where he ends up. Ryan Bertrand of Southampton has been linked with Arsenal. Could that happen? Could he be on the move to Arsenal? Again, I don't think this is a very easy one to get done unless Arsenal come up with the money. Southampton are not going to want to see him go out on loan. He's in the last year of his deal. He's in the summer, he can leave the club for nothing. Southampton don't want to see him leave because he's vital to the team, but he's not signed a new deal with them. And I guess if Arsenal come and put a little fee on the table, they could get it done. But he is 31. And I guess also trying to avoid signing older players. So could it be him? Could it be Ryan Bertrand? Could it be Patrick Van Arnold? I spoke about him yesterday. Van Arnold is still being linked with Arsenal, although I note today that there's a lot of talk that there's been no real talk between his representatives and Arsenal. It's just been a lot of paper talk at the moment, a lot of speculation. Again, another player who's on a free contract at the end of this season. His contract runs out, and again, could be a small fee. Would they let him leave on loan? He can't get into the team at the moment on a permanent basis because of Tyreek Mitchell. So could he leave? Could we head to Scotland for the new Tierney? Josh Deutch. There's been a lot of talk about him. He's been linked heavily. Only 18. Wouldn't really have the experience, I don't think, to come in and fill the shoes in left back. He's a very young player, still only 18, still making his way. No Premier League experience. I still think that if Arsenal were to look at a deal like this, you're more talking about the summer than right now in January. I think if Arsenal to get somebody, they want somebody who's got a bit of experience, who can come and fill in that left-back position if anything happens to Kieran Tierney. And remember, Kieran Tierney's been very injury-prone throughout his career so far at Arsenal. So that could be at any time. So I doubt they'll make a move for Josh Deutch, but you don't know. You don't know. So again, one that we will be keeping our eye on, Josh Deutch. Joe Willock, could he be on his way out on loan as well? There's a lot of talk of him. The fact that he could be heading to Newcastle. Newcastle said to be interested in Willock. He's had very little game time. He's playing quite a few games at the start of the season, but with the emergence of Smith Rowe, the fact that, you know, we've brought in Odegaard now, how much game time is he going to get? I mean, he's behind those two, and that's his position, that central position. He's, if it's a deep line, he doesn't really sort of play that, and you've still got, you know, El Neni there. You've got Partey now, who's fit. You've got Granit Xhaka and Ceballos. It makes sense for him to go out on loan. There isn't all the FA Cup games and League Cup games and all those sort of games remaining. All the games now are vital. The next game in the Europa League is against Benfica. Big game. So makes sense for him to go on loan, go and get some decent game time, bit like what Smith Rowe did last year, and come back a better player. So Willock, could he be heading to Newcastle? We will be watching that one very, very closely. And the other one we're going to be watching closely is Rhys Nelson. Where does he end up? Rhys Nelson, of course, still only 21, very young player. He's been linked with a lot of moves today. Linked with the Championship. Also said to be up for sending him out to the Championship to strengthen him up and get him ready for the Premier League. There's talk of him going back to the Bundesliga. He's been over on loan in the Bundesliga before. There's talk of sending him over to the Bundesliga on loan. There's even talk of sending him to La Liga. Unai Emery said to be interested in him. Of course, now the manager of Villarreal. Real Betis as well is another club that's said to be interested in him. He's a very, very talented player. Could he be heading to any of those destinations? It's transfer deadline day. It's going to be hectic. But I think most of the moves that we're looking at today are loan moves. Arsenal, I think we need a left back. I would really like to see a left back come in today, a backup left back. You know, that is the area, the problem area. I mean, listen, there's other areas we need to cover, but that is the problem area right now. If Kieran Tierney's missing, Cedric's having to fill in there. He's not a left-footed player. Ainsley's probably going to go. So that left back position, it would be good to see someone come in to fill that position today. But I think most of the other positions are going to be loans. They're going to be loan moves with players moving out rather than them coming in. I think we've done the majority of our business so far. And it's been decent business. But let's see what happens today. And as I said, we'll be keeping you update throughout the show today. We'll be going live when there's moves. So keep it locked here today on AFTV. And also don't forget to use the hashtag FanLine and get involved all day long. And we'll be reading out a load of those comments live. So it's transfer deadline day. Let's see what happens. Don't forget tonight, as I said, I'll also be featuring on the Ball Street YouTube channel just after 7, telling them what happened with Arsenal's transfers. But thanks for watching the show today. I won't be back tomorrow. I'll get some sleep tomorrow. But thanks for watching the show today, and let's hope we can get some good deals done.